With that. Now, the latest installation in the Turbine Hall of London's Tate Modern Art Gallery opened recently. Called How It Is, Polish artist Miroslav Bolka has created a huge steel chamber that you're able to wander into and experience complete and utter darkness. So how do you deal with the dark in general, Zoe? And would you like to have a wander through that?
I like the darkness. I'm quite exhausted at the moment and stressed because I'm doing this tour, and I was in Edinburgh yesterday and I stumbled across this spa and I thought, oh, I'll go and sit in a steam room or something. Well, they had 3 different steam rooms and one of them was like virtually pitch black apart from like tiny little lights at the top, and as soon as I got in there I immediately relaxed. I found it utterly de-stressing straight away, just because of the darkness, I think. But I was on my own. I mean, it probably wouldn't have felt, maybe wouldn't have felt differently if somebody else was in there with me, but I had the whole thing to myself. I like darkness. I think darkness is quite erotic at times.
Total darkness, complete darkness.
Well, yeah, because then you can't see what you're getting, can you? I do think it's nice. I think darkness is nice.
I find it. I know I struggled with the dark all my life. I know the funny thing is, if I'm in the dark, I close my eyes. Because I fall over all the time. Do you do that in the dark? I don't know why. That's a very strange thing to do,
No, I
isn't
do
it?
that because
do you close your eyes in the dark?
But does it make any difference if you're
No,
in the
not
dark?
at all. You just fall over. But anyway, I digress. No, I think the dark. I've always struggled with it. Yeah, always struggled with it. And then I was in a house once, and it was in the middle of nowhere, and I was on my own, and all the lights fused. Well, can you imagine?
Yeah.
I was terrified, and I just sat frozen all night long until they came on again. But it kind of got me over it, because I've always thought there were tigers under the bed, have you? Yeah. And, you know, and things like tigers.
There's a tiger
and
in the
squirrels.
bed you want.
Well, yes, but, you know, and so I've always had a thing about reaching out at night. I still have, you know, put my foot out, think it's going to disappear.
Maybe you should go into this thing, Sherrie, just to confront your
get over
fears.
it, do you think?
Yeah, I think it would probably
It's
maybe
very
help.
soothing. Darkness should be very soothing. No, not for you, you see.
Night, God bless time, you know.
No, I still sleep with the whole light on.
Do you?
I don't like it at all. And if, you know,
But
if
is that because you're going to see ghosts?
No, I just don't. I find it very claustrophobic, actually. If it's too dark, I have to close my eyes, because if I open them and I can't see anything, I feel like I'm really hemmed in. I feel like there's something over my face.
So this box thing
hate
wouldn't be
it.
good for you, then, going into a dark box.
No.
I'd like to go into a dark box.
I think you should go into a dark box. Do you know, at least for a while, anyway.
One day you will be in a dark box.
One day we all will be. I went to this a similar thing at the Tate Modern, which was called the Cloud or the Fog, and it wasn't dark, but you couldn't see in front of you, and it was a whole load of people in a box, all kind of touching each other, moving around like that, feeling and going, oh, sorry, I didn't see you there, and going like that. And it was really weird, because normally, you know, you don't make eye contact with people, you don't want any physical contact with people, and it was a really nice sort of sensation.
I've seen that film, and they're all locked in the supermarket, and it's all getting misty and scary in the fog.
Oh, no, it was really interesting, because if you take away one sense, all your other senses are really heightened, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's
Mainly
like that.
fear.
Yeah,
Mainly
really.
the sense of fear
But if
is really
that
frightening.
restaurant where you can eat in the dark, I mean, you order in the light, and then you go down and then you sit
My
and
friend
then they
Jane's
turn
been there.
It's quite good,
What's
isn't
the
it?
point of that?
Well, for example, you get more pleasure from the food.
So you can taste it because you're not looking at it.
Oh, that's such
Yeah, but
rubbish.
if you're... No, but it's like if you take one of your senses away, your other senses get stronger, so your sense of taste would be really, really intense. And also, you're more inclined to try things if you can't see them. If someone brought you a green lamb chop...
Yeah, but what if...
You wouldn't go, honey, that is green, but if it's in the dark...
But what if a fly had just landed on that chop?
It wouldn't spoil your enjoyment, because you wouldn't know about the fly.
And also...
It might add another texture.
Zoe, I don't know if you've heard about this, but apparently you can do literally blind dating, where you go into a dark place.
Dating in the dark, it's called. I watched it the other day. I thought, oh, that would be a nice little version. I'd like to do a little episode of that.
And that gives everyone a chance of pulling, then, doesn't
No,
it?
I think that would be really exciting.
But you don't know what you've got.
Well, you'd have a feel, wouldn't you? I don't do facial hair. I'd know straight away, wouldn't I, Sherrie?
Well, no, but you don't know what you've got hold of, do you? Anything. I don't think I could bear.
I don't like men with beards. I haven't got a beard.
That's not a beard, love.